Mandela, foreigners must know that Mandela never owned all of us.
Exactly.
He owned his family.
He sold us out.
Whatever he said to the foreigners, he was talking on behalf of his family, not us.
And this hat that you're wearing, yeah?
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I said, why did this guy keep wearing this Dennis the Menace hat?
This cap is a war cap. In my tribe in Nigeria, when they wanted to go and, if they want to go and fight war against another clan, the warriors, all of them will wear this.
Seriously?
Serious. So before I entered the music industry, which is a battleground.
Hello, my people. True African identity is not found in a group. You know what I mean? Some people in the West, especially some of these black people that were born in the West, or this is where their family found themselves. They don't have much connection with Africa. When they look at Africa, they thought that, oh, Africa, they see that there's a problem. They think that Africans in the West or anywhere else should be moving in a group. Like, when somebody have the same skin color with you, that's it. Even if they come from some Africa, you guys should be like so friendly or have common interests. But this is not how Africa moves. Africa doesn't move in a group; they move in tribes. It's good for those, especially African Americans or those Black British, or even anyone born in the West or in America. They should understand this, that Africans doesn't move as a group. We move in tribal formation. You know what I mean? Because you will see many Africans, in abroad or anywhere else, they don't relate much to each other. They relate in terms of their tribe. And I don't know why this is so, but this is just the nature of Africa. I don't know why Africa are so entrenched in tribes, but this is the reality. This is how Africa moves. We don't just, if you meet an African person abroad, if you talk to the person, under 2 minutes, he's gonna ask you, where are you from? You mentioned countries, but countries in Africa is created by the West. Is the West that give us these boundaries and countries. You're gonna mention this name created by the West, but the person is not gonna stop at there. The person is not gonna stop at, oh, you're from Ghana, or you're from Zimbabwe, or you're from. They will ask you again, which tribe are you from? Even in Kenya as well, I think they have more than 21 tribes there. In Nigeria, they have more than 200 tribes in Nigeria. The same thing in Ghana. Everywhere you go, they have tribal stuff there. And these Africans meeting each other in abroad, they will go further to ask you about your tribe. And what you tell them will determine how they will relate to you in most cases. I'm not saying like they will relate to you in a negative way or in a positive way. You know what I mean? But if they want to know your tribe really, and that's your tribe, we help them, relate to you, because if you come from the same tribe, now they can move with you in most cases. Some not that they're gonna move with you, like start doing business or start coming close. At least they have it in back of their mind that, oh, you're from my tribe. You know what I mean? And when you look at most of Africans, when outside Africa, they relate more with the tribe more than just as a group. But some people, I'm not saying like all African, some Africans will behave in this way, but most of the time, all these Africans you see abroad, they move in a tribal formation. That's how they relate. They relate well when they are from the same tribe. I don't know why, but this is the way it is. So people are wondering, why is it Africa they can come as a group? Africa doesn't do that. They don't do that. We are just tribal in nature, and nothing is gonna change it. Because I think another thing that will make sure that that this is not gonna go away is that because tribes in Africa speak the same language. You know, each tribes, they have their own tribal language they speak and understand. You know, they can speak other languages, but they'll still speak their own tribal language, you know, and when they speak to the tribal language, I think they kind of, they feel like there's kind of understanding, you know, like it's different from English, you know. You know, people might be, you know, not understand everything you try to relate in English, but when you have the same language, they will understand more. Just not just you know, not just like a secondary language. You know, that's why Africa. That's how Africa moves. You know, the identity is tied to with the tribes. It's not tied as a group. You know, that's why some people they get disappointed that the Africans should come together and do stuff like that. You know, it's difficult to come together in Africa. I'm not saying they don't come together, but most of the time they come together. You see bring out this their tribal stuff, you know, and I'm not saying there is a advantage to this and there's disadvantage because some people, you know, we have some like advantage, like some people are just tribal bigots, you know, all they see is just their tribe. If he's in politics, they want their tribe to be ahead of every other tribes, you know, even if the person is not doing well, and this is bad. But the good thing about it is that I think why Africa was just, you know, they come together as a tribe is to protect themselves and they protect their language, their heritage, you know. You know, because if you don't protect your heritage, your tribal heritage, you know, it's gonna go. Another tribe will come and dominate it, and you don't have anything to fall back. You know, you become a stranger in your own land. You know what I mean? So the African identity is tied to the tribe, not to the group. You know what I mean? Peace.